I'm continuous with the chapter 4. He closed the door. I wish I could tell him that we're going through the same thing. I wish I could speak to him like I want to instead of like I'm supposed to. But the idea of admitting that I need help is too much to bear, so I turn away. I walked into my room, and when I closed my door behind me, I realized that the decision might be simple. It will require a great act of selflessness to choose abnegation, or a great act of courage to choose doubtless. And maybe just choosing one over the other will prove that I belong tomorrow. Those two qualities will struggle within me, and only one can win. Continues with the chapter 5. The bus we take to the gate to choosing ceremony is full of people in gray shirts and gray slacks. A pale rain of sunlight burns into the clothes like the end of a lit cigarette. I will never smoke in myself. They are closely tied to vanity, but I crowd of candle smokes them in from the building when we get off the bus. I have to tilt my head back to see to the stop of the hub, and even then, part of this of it disappears into the clouds. It is the tallest building in the city. I can see the lights on the two prongs on its roof from my bedroom window. I follow my parts of the bus. Caleb seems can, but so good. If I knew what I was going to do, instead I get the distinct impression that my hair will burst out of my chest any minute now, and I grab his arm to steady myself as I wake up the front steps. The elevator is crowded, so my father volunteers to give a cluster of empty our place. I continue the reading chapter 5. We climb the stair instead, following him unquestioning. We set an example for our beloved faction members, and soon the three of you are engulfed in the mass of grey fabric ascending seven stairs in the hub light. I settle into their pace, the uniform pounding of it in my ears, and the homogeneity of the people around me makes me believe that I could choose this. I could be something into abnegation, high mind, projecting always outward. But then my leg gets sure, and I strongly to breathe, and I am again distracted by myself. We have to climb 20 flights of stairs to get to the choosing ceremony. My father holds the door open on the 20th floor and stands like a sentry as every abnegation walks past him. I will wait for him, but the crowd presses me forward out of the stairwell and into the room where I will decide the rest of my life. The room is arranged in concentric circles. On the edge stand the 16 years olds of every faction. We are not called members yet. Our decision to die will make us initiate
and they will become members if we complete initiation. We arrange ourselves in alphabetical order, according to the last names we may leave behind today. I stand between Caleb and Daniel Poller, an Emmett girl with rosy cheeks and a yellow dress. Hey Moni,
Hey, Ale.
what will it require to show abnegation?
Of an act of kindness. What do you need to choose dauntless?
Of an act of courage. Among what faction should I choose on the day of the ceremony?
Between abnegation and dauntless.
Okay.
How did you feel on the day of the ceremony?
That the hair would come out of the chest. Who offers his father give them the place of the elevator?
To a group of amity.
Okay.
Ale, where are Caliph and Beatrice going?
To the ceremony.
Okay.
What do they call the when they choose a faction?
They will be called initiations.
Okay.
When they call them members of the faction?
When they pass the initiation test.
Okay. What is the order to choose your faction?
In alphabetical order. Where is Beatrice sitting?
Beatrice is sitting between her brother Caleb and Gear in a yellow dress.
Okay, that's it.